Right, Jeff, so the Will wants to know what you're doing. So if I come around here, we can see an engine. Cases in bits. And what's underneath this little cover?
Hey? Oh, so, the spares bike.
The spares bike engine. So let's have a little look. Uncover it for me because I've got both hands.
I've lost touch with where we're
you
up
have,
to.
You have. So this is based on a Kawasaki Z1000.
GP Z1100, Z1100 shaft.
Shaft drive.
Air cooled.
But it's not shaft drive anymore.
No.
Because you've modified it.
Well, it'll have a sprocket conversion and
yeah.
on it, yeah.
Okay. And you've rebuilt the crank, as we can see.
The crank's it's got 2 tapers on now, so...
As it doesn't need to have a charging system.
Supercharger. Well, it's got a magneto.
Yes, okay.
So as long as we can get a pulley on there somewhere, which I don't think will be a problem.
Okie doke. And you've got a stronger, thicker...
Well, it's the original, but it's been milled off and opened out to 10.
Yes.
With a
cover on it.
Billet cap now, the Allen bolt. It's all got to be tightened. And
so also on this side, you've been busy because you've been modifying the oil feed.
Let's cover that up there.
Yeah,
I don't want any
to the engine,
trying to not get any,
which seems a bit excessive. But you've been modifying the feed.
Yeah.
So tell me what you're doing there. We can see there, you've got a new something there.
When I've got another piece of that,
yeah. Okay, you've got to.
Well, I've just got to clean this off. So
yeah, go on.
So basically, when the original sump,
which sits down here,
which
that's the oil filter there, yeah.
It'll go in there, the original oil pump. The trouble is, if you get them, they're not a very good system. They're all right for an average bike, but
well, it's a low pressure system, isn't it? Yeah.
The harsher you punish these engines, you don't get a lot of oil on the bores.
Okay.
They can suffer with.
Where?
Well,
lack of oil.
Hot, getting too hot and picking up.
Okay, so what's your solution then?
The solution is the original oil pump can feed the crank and the original gearbox bearings like it used to do.
Yeah.
It's going to be blanked off so it don't go up the studs.
Okay, so normally the oil was fed to the head via the studs.
Yeah.
And into the cams. But you're...
Yeah, but because the shell bit, you get very little oil pressure going to the cams.
Yeah.
Which on a road bike, if you're just buzzing around, it
works fine.
Probably a-okay, but.
So you're still feeding the bottom end.
The original bottom end, yeah. I've actually drilled. I didn't want to remove the gearbox out, but
no,
the tunnel
don't.
that goes across.
Yes.
I've actually drilled 5 1/8 3mm, just 3mm holes above the gearbox each gear. So basically, the oil now will be squirt. It literally will go onto the gears.
Okay.
And I've got a paste pump which is going to be mounted belt driven.
Oh, on the outside of the engine. Okay.
And the oil at the back here, I'll have to make another little pickup. I've got one coming, modify it, and then I can bolt it on.
Okay.
A little oil.
So that's an external feed then.
And then the oil will obviously, under acceleration, hopefully it'll all keep to the back.
Yes, as it should do. Yeah.
And hopefully the oil pump then I can feed.
So this is a second oil pump.
Yeah, second oil pump.
Fed or driven by a belt drive.
Belt drive.
Okay.
Which will, when we've got the barrel sorted here, I'm going to drill in and actually
there's a barrel.
Yeah, pressure feed.
Billet barrel.
Yeah,
billet barrel.
Pressure feed the liners, drill through, and have oil pressure.
Okay.
Going in
straight into
the skirt faces.
Okay, and the top end.
Yeah, because when you supercharge, we're supercharging it hopefully, and I want to run probably 30 psi,
which is a lot.
Yeah. That pressure in the
oops, hang on. It's all right. It'll stop in a minute. We'll just pause while the rather noisy compressor does its thing.
Yeah.
I'll just stop there. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Compressor just stopped. Thankfully. So you're going to have a separate oil pump.
Obviously, I've got to get the line. I've got the fittings. I've just got to get some line.
Yes.
And that will come round, and on the plates here, it'll have an oil pump.
Okay. By the way, I've got a big box of air-equipped hose at home, spare all sorts of stuff.
What I need to do is get everything on and then make sure. Yeah.
I might have something for you there.
This would have been better coming out of this side because of the pumps on that side, but obviously there was nowhere
to fit it
to get a pickup out.
Yes.
Successfully.
So that's your engine.
So like you say, that'll feed the barrels and the head. Some people will be saying that is completely unnecessary. Well,
None of it stops it from blowing up.
not really, because I have up here somewhere
Oil pumps.
a set of pistons
Yes.
out of
Oh dear.
Supercharged Kawasaki, and that's
Seen better days.
they get hot under pressure because they've come out of a 11 something Kawasaki,
Right.
1130 or something like that, and they suffer when
Well, you
with
put in 20, 30
Yeah.
psi through it,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
So I'm sure if someone's going to be putting a mint set of pistons in,
you
the
want it to
extra
last.
work to do this,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
It's well worth it.
is where it you know,
Okay.
is,
So
in my
if I-
opinion, it's worth it.
Oh, absolutely. So if I now swing round slightly, this engine, by the way, which we call a spares bike engine, it's made up of spares, is going to go into this bike,
Just
which we call
yeah,
the spares bike.
Yeah.
So the frame's been powder coated. We've seen it before. Jeff's actually working on building up his front end, his forks, which he's got some bits for there.
Yokes are here. I've just got to.
Okay, you got your yokes. You
well,
build up yokes.
What I wanted to do was weld that.
Okay.
What I've got to do, that's the bottom one,
Yeah.
is make a washer and thread that so it can't pull out,
Yes.
because that's got to go in there.
Yeah. Okay. Now, you're deliberately making these yokes the way they might have been made in 1985. You're not trying to be super duper modern, are you?
Oh no, that's
It's going to look
yeah.
appropriate for its age.
That's just like I've just drilled. They're for the lock stops.
Yeah.
And I just drilled a cut. I know people say it doesn't look very elegant, but
It works.
If you could make that and get someone to CNC a lovely hollow and design in it, but it's not going to.
No.
It's not going to make.
It's got to be, what's the word? Age appropriate
It's
of its era.
yeah.
So Jeff's done this frame here. It's now in powder coat. He's got his primary plates here.
Well, that's just resting there.
Yeah,
just a couple of bolts.
He
in.
made the rear wheel many years ago.
Well, I bought the rims and made the centre and the hub.
Yeah. And there's going to be your exhaust pipes,
Well,
which will be sticking out through the.
I was explaining to Les what I want to do. This is. I've got to make a little steel angle bracket to go on there.
Yeah. And
This is all going to get milled so that it
looks nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So then that will bolt there.
Yeah.
It might go a little bit closer.
Behind the seat.
Basically, when the seat unit comes on, they'll just come out a couple of inches or something.
Yeah. And obviously your seats here.
Yeah.
Right. Cool.
But before I make the pipe, what I said to Les, I want to make the bracket, bolt that on, and then slide, just so you can undo that, you can then slide the pipes. Les says, can't you buy a seat unit? But
You've got one, haven't you? But you made a puck.
you're never going to buy anything that's going to go on there.
No.
With one off.
No.
Well, so what I want to do is when I've made the fiberglass, or if I can find someone to make it,
Oh well.
is when it's on from the back, then I can slide them pipes up, and inside I can just mark a slot.
Yes. Where they pop up.
And then cut it out.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So there's a lot. It's all easy work, but it's very, very time consuming.
Okay.
Like you're saying, I've got my new seals, but
Yeah. The forks are just says 650, aren't they, or something?
I've got
Which you need to lower or shorten.
possibly
Because you don't know
I'm
yet.
not sure yet.
Because this is raked out quite a lot. What is it, about 40?
43 degrees.
43, yeah.
43, I think it's.
Yeah,
on.
so it may be okay. We don't know yet. Got to try it out.
But like you say, there's only about 4 inches ground clearance.
Yes. Which is actually quite a lot. I mean,
It's quite.
my alley had 2.5.
Is that all?
Yeah. You had.
I think
the
there's a
minimum. The minimum was 2 inches.
But I think there's a minimum in the rules of 75 mil, 3 inches.
Yeah. When I was racing, it was 2 inches, which is not a lot, by the way. Which is not a lot.
Yeah. The thing is, with this being wider,
Yes. As soon as you lean over a little bit.
the wider it goes, that
Yeah.
you basically don't need a sense.
Yeah. With 2.5 inches clearance, you can't really lean over very far.
If the frame's only half the width, it's probably
Oh, it's not too bad.
not too bad at that. But
I did scrape it a few times.
I don't think I'd like.
Anyway, that's that. Right. Oh, and by the way, for those wondering, this beastie here, this
That's how
completely billet
Yeah.
engine.
Well, it's
This is what you call it. This is the comp bike engine, which
It
may or
was
may
the
not
comp
ever see light of day. But that was the main project for a long time. And then all the bits we didn't use, we call the spares bike. So that's
Well,
now
it's-
being built to this.
no, that's the other one out there.
I know. This is not the spares bike frame.
The one that Andy wants to buy.
Oh God, yeah. Well, it's too complicated.
It's complicated.
Yeah, it's complicated. Anyway, so there's the joys of building one-off drag bikes with no money, because Jeff has no money.
Well, I've got very little.
Yeah, very little.
I'm earning these things going out quicker than
coming in. Well, there you go. Right, okay, so there's a quick update of what Jeff's been up to with his spares bike, and we'll come back and hopefully we'll see the I've just brought him actually some gasket sealant so he can put the cases back together again and bolt it all up for the first time. And hopefully it'll all work fine.
I bought a Honda little oil thing for that.
Okay.
So, and I've got a fitting, the thread comes through, so what I've got to do, because there's not a lot there, there's a nut goes on and a taper fit, so I've got to machine the nut so it just sort of tightens up on there nice.
Yeah, you've only got about, what, 3 threads? Something?
But even if the pan, even if it can't go anywhere once it's in.
No.
Can't, you know. No. Can always, as long as it stays at the bottom.
Okay. So what's this crank you've been messing about with this morning then?
That's a job, that's the RD crank.
Oh, it's an RD crank,
Yeah, I've just had to make sure they've got the 2 pins there now. I can press that together now.
Okay, yeah, because it was causing you a few issues with wear.
Well, because there was wear on the journals, I put a dab of Loctite on to stop them from spinning, but it might have been too much because when you press the inner in, the clearance is there.
It wasn't.
And what happened was, I got the bearings and they wouldn't spin.
Freely.
They were dragging as if pressure is too much on the, on the inner race.
To take it all apart and remove the Loctite and start again. Yes.
So I've made sure that the pins now go in.
Spot on.
You don't want to get them mixed up because then...
Okay. Okay, so there you go. That's what Jeff does on a typical day.
Well, I can just give that a now, just make sure that's clean and we'll press that.
And I'm actually just here to collect a couple of jobs he's done for me, but we'll cover them in another video to do with my Kawasaki Z650 projects, Project Deja Vu, and more importantly at the moment, my Cafe Racer project. But all that we'll see in another video. So that's it for now. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 1 o'clock.
It's nearly, well, I'll make you a drink of tea and...
that's what we like to hear. So,
my soup.
Okay, yes, it's just lunchtime. So with that, we'll call it quits and we'll see you again another day.